Ever since the gray wolf was taken off the endangered species list, there's been a lot of debate about how and when to hold a wolf hunt in Wisconsin. The DNR held a big meeting on that exact topic today. Newswatch 12's Georgina Fernandez joins us now live in studio with details. Georgina.
Justin, take a look back at the last decade. The position of the gray wolf has gone back and forth. In 2012, the gray wolves were delisted off the endangered species list. Then moving forward 2 years later, in 2014, the wolves were added back onto that list. But in 2020, President Trump delisted them from federal protection, returning population management back to states' hands after decades of federal management. Which brings us to 2021 and the DNR's Policy Board special meeting today. On January 15th, Republican lawmakers sent the board a 3-page letter pushing for an early start to the wolf harvest, giving the DNR a little over a month to make it happen. Over 3 hours of howling during a virtual emergency meeting of the DNR Policy Board centered around Wisconsin's new wolf hunting laws. Opponents said Republicans pushed for an earlier season than the original planned November dates felt too rushed.
We urge you and the department to develop a wolf management framework that considers current science, the population status of wolves, and public opinion. That important work needs to start now, but it simply cannot be done adequately in the next 35 days.
In order for a hunt to be sustainable, the DNR says they need to establish sensible hunting quotas, develop a total new wolf management plan, and develop the process to issuing licenses. But others say the hunt is overdue.
I keep hearing the word rush, that we're rushing something, and I would say the word is delayed. We're delayed 5 years on a wolf harvest.
Opponents also raised concern about how an earlier hunting date would occur during the wolf's mating season.
The emergency hunt is going to have a detrimental effect on the wolf population. This is a breeding season for the wolves, for the Maengan. That's why we chose not to do these things during this time.
And tribal representatives highlighted the cultural impact of the decision as well.
Based on our traditional science, from our elders, from our teachings, that you, whatever you shoot, you eat. I've never ate a Maengan. They say what happens to the Maengan happens to the Anishinaabe, happens to Indian people.
Now, the DNR Policy Board narrowly refused the Republicans' request today to implement the early wolf hunt. The regular scheduled hunt is still set for November. Justin.